Invictus Gaming's turn.
But later in the draft. But yeah, first ban.
Real interesting. And also, the other thing is too, they ban out the 2 heroes that dominate illusion heroes. That's the thing I see is. Draft a lot. I think ET always just gives you... Mostly played as the 5 position. Seen a couple games where he has.
Invictus Gaming.
Draft a lot. I think ET always just gives you...
We'll go for the Weaver. It's in. It gets past the bands. They'll take it.
Mostly played as the 5 position. They've been seen a couple games where he has.
Invictus Gaming.
Draft a lot. I think ET always just gives you...
We'll go for the Weaver. It's in. It gets past the bands. They'll take it.
Mostly played as the 5 position. They've been seen a couple games where he has.
Invictus Gaming.
Draft a lot. I think ET always just gives you...
We'll go for the Weaver.
Picks as of yesterday,
5 seconds
42
remaining.
with a 57%.
Very, very strong. Very, very strong.
ET has won 2/3 of his game. 42 games he's played, 28 he's won.
Hello, G.
Very good.
See here. To have some sort of catch against that Weaver, of course.
That Magnus, the Magnus ET strategy seems...
They do love, they love their mag as well.
We've been seeing it a lot more too, especially from other teams. And I'm sure we just saw it last game, but we also saw it, of course, from T1.
I think OG's.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's. I mean, they try to flex it because. And they ban out the Morphling because we did see. I think it was IG yesterday who did the Earthshaker Morphling. Yeah. Blind's back. So last night they did. Up with it. And you do have, I guess, some limited type of disables in a way. In a way, I guess, versus ET and a Magnus, you don't have like these instant stuns. However, ET Aura is always going to be good for
10 seconds remaining.
They don't want to give him the Morph Shape.
5 seconds remaining.
No?
Already, you know what I want to see for OG.
Invictus Gaming's turn to ban.
Let's see that place is void for.
With the ET.
The ET with the Magnus is the Weaver second.
I guess, yeah, versus the Weaver.
I
Could
want
be
to
nice.
see some mail.
Shaker does good though. Shaker's real strong versus Void. The core
10
Shakers.
seconds.
Sure, you get fished outside, blocked off from the hero you're trying to hit.
Yeah, and just inside the laning phase, like this
5
totem is
seconds.
constantly
Fish is just
harassing
jumping
you.
over it.
Yeah, it's just it's a stun.
But
It's a hero with 3 different forms of stun
Sure.
versus a hero.
But that's why Shaker's good, right? Any hero, it's like,
yeah.
you know, he's gonna
But
stun.
Void is a hero that doesn't like to go for those super early BKBs or anything like that, so that's why
OG's
he's
turn
better.
to ban.
Could definitely still see them banning it out, but IG's looking to ban out more tempo base. It looks like here they're banning out the Jug. They take out that Invoker because I think they're also looking at like multiple buffers, as we've seen OG do lots of times, like your Alacrities, your Empowers, Solar Crest, even with Natural Order built in. So buff up of Sumail. No ban now. Now they will be. So maybe that's them. That could be a little bit of.
Invictus Gaming's turn to ban.
I don't think it's possible that it is going to be a Thompson Magnus because I just don't think that's his hero. But
Nah,
those bans
it's
do.
gonna be sad.
Those bans do make it feel a little bit more because we did see the Storm versus Magnus
10
matchup and
seconds
Thomas
remaining.
did excellent.
Have OG ever run these two as their support duo?
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
they have absolutely. We used to
They-
see No Tail play the Magnus
Yeah, yeah.
a lot in the safe lane. It's a lot. It's weaker than it used to be, of course, but I guess we couldn't write that. We don't. Can't just write that off.
No, not with OG.
No.
You know, back for something like that.
Invictus Gaming's
Man
turn
against
to
them.
pick.
Monkey King was still in, surprisingly.
Oh
Yeah, that-
Jesus! Yeah, I guess
that's
it's because the last Shrek
Yeah.
Lion. You know, a lot of things just do slip
Yeah,
through.
that's That could have been a bit scary, but IG not forgetting about it there, so that doesn't get.
And maybe teams are looking at it, and it got picked a lot, but it did start to taper on the win rate
10
quite a lot
seconds
yesterday. Saw a
remaining.
lot of games where Monkey King was first grab and just started
It's
losing.
still going to be decent.
And it's still
5 seconds.
62%, so it's still super high,
still
but
good,
yeah.
Especially, again, OG, a team that incredibly
OG's
versatile.
All 5
turn
heroes,
to pick.
5 players, I think.
Silencer.
Silencer showing his face again today.
Okay. We saw it be very successful versus this exact duo just last series. Very good to break those combos. And also good whenever you do have a hero that can start its own fights too, like
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
response to the... You're liking their Legion, but I guess Silencer kind of deters from Legion because you can't press
Yeah,
attack to
not gonna-
protect. They do like their buffers right now.
You do want that catch for the Weaver as well.
Yeah.
You do want something that's going to have that hard lockdown. Legends, Voids,
Still
stuff.
still look for something that will bit earlier. Especially if Shaker
Yeah, that was
goes
what,
for
that
Ags.
was the second Willow performance we've seen of the tournament earlier.
Which one you rose? I think. Let's go.
Won both games, right?
Even though the last one did. It looks
Yeah, that
nice.
was a pretty
That's
crazy game if you
game,
did miss
so.
it earlier between PSG and Elephant.
The first one.
The first game.
Just watch the first one.
Well, I think I was and then you can watch the second one.
If you're a PSG LGD fan.
Yes, and it won't take you much time. That one?
They are
Very
burning
short
their
game.
time. Maybe they're looking at clockwork. They did play it yesterday, and they lost with it, but there's a Shaker and a Silencer. Like, that just...
OG
it's like the
Clockwork
dream
would
if
be
you can get on
nice.
top of them. But, okay, they're going to go for more of their Space Maker, more likely the Thompson hero.
I like it. Taking it away from Emo as well.
Yeah, true.
It's one that he would have.
That's a
he would
good
have
point.
almost certainly gone for. The Alina Stormband, Void Spirit would probably be next on the list for Emo.
Ton of damage is going to be coming out from this line.
10
T-Aura
seconds
works really
remaining.
well with Void Spirit, the hero that he's mixed damage. He's magical and
5 seconds remaining.
great. And it's a hero that gets into the back line easily versus Silencer.
Do you think will they pick their carry now? So there's still a bit of potential movement between the Mag and the ET, or did they just save some ale for last anyway?
Have the overall last picks.
Sure, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah. Just gets something.
Invictus
Some mail before the
Gaming's
bounce
turn to...
Okay.
Okay, so probably is what Seb Mag,
Seb Mag, and ET is going to be
Saxa, no
yeah,
tell about it.
and no tell about it. Yeah. Global is really good versus Abaddon, though.
Yeah, that's true. He's
Global's
not
quite
gonna
good to
take
stop
it
the
up,
save.
Seconds remaining.
and it's still looking like a pretty good Weaver game.
5
It is.
seconds
That should be
remaining.
moved
Weaver's
up
not
to-
really
that
been
could just be
caught by
carry.
too much. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're still absolutely happy having that Weaver kept in the carry position for
You
IG.
talking to me?
Shield is always going to be nice versus heroes like Shaker, because you break the combos, as we always like to say.
True.
You ult and then
It's good,
shield
yeah.
targets. But if you're Shaker ulted and silenced, not going to be able to ult and pop a shield off. However, if your ult gets triggered,
OG's
we'll dispel it,
turn
and
to
then you'll be able to
ban.
shield. But that's going to be a lot of different little small instances.
Spirit.
And IG, gonna get that emo Ember Spirit. Yeah, there's not a lot of just catch at all on the side of OG.
No,
So they have these two. What I assume is
mean-
going to be a Fly 5 Weaver,
10
an emo
seconds
Ember
remaining.
Spirit. That's a lot of elusiveness.
They've got to get some more
5
catch, surely.
seconds remaining.
I mean, sure, Thompson can obviously be there with setup, and Mag and ET can follow up, but
What if they put a bat in his carry?
I was thinking that, but it isn't the fact that... Sure, but then what are you leaving room to be picked as last that's going to be this sort of big answer to the lack of catch?
I mean,
Yeah,
what's
what do
the
you sort of
catch
benefit
hero?
from putting
Yeah.
him bad into the carry position
I'm
this
just
game?
trying to think because like there's not a core hero that's going to make you feel good about your catch.
No. Well, other than Void.
True. That lane
But
doesn't
then,
sound good.
and honestly, with the Void Sprint band,
It just sounds
yeah, it doesn't really
five
look good with the
melees,
Voids. Yeah,
five
yeah.
melee heroes with Void versus Ember Spirit Shaker.
No, you're
I mean,
right.
even right
seconds
now, it's
remaining.
4 melees versus Ember Shaker, which is they love playing versus
5
this.
seconds remaining.
Well, like the approach though is a little different because these are melee heroes, but they're not melee heroes that really play in the middle of the fight. ET plays super far back. Magnus is hidden as well too.
G wondering as well.
They banned Timber, So that makes me feel even more that it's an app. Wrong read.
I mean, what does the bat? What's the strength of the ban and carry here? I mean, yeah, but IG they're still banning carries.
I think it's. Yeah, I mean, it probably is just still going to be. I could just see the potential of it because of the laning phase, but if it is a carry Weaver and a carry Ember, like a ban carry, just sounds kind of miserable.
You know, you're never gonna hit these heroes.
I'm trying to think like what the solution, because like into the global, the support of Baton just becomes a lot weaker. So I'm just trying to why they would go for it.
Invictus.
Because right now I'm really liking IG's draft a lot more. If they're able to get the initiations because of this quad melee, but OG does have bruisers as they always do, and they're not as cooldown reliant.
10 seconds remaining.
I still, yeah. It's got to be some for Sumail.
5 seconds remaining.
When the overcarry that's still, I think Sumail has the game on, right? Is the is Slark. Sort of fancy the Slark and the Pounce. Could be nice, you know, catching the Ember and the Weaver.
Turn to Templar Assassin.
Ooh. Yeah, so we are going to have a carry, either probably carry Mag or carry Baden, right?
There's a carry TA.
It could safe lane TA was a thing. It was a thing. I mean, this is it's an OG draft, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, very strange.
OG draft here.
Huh. And that does give them a non-melee hero, at least.
I think you're right, though, right?
Because then it's a lane versus Shaker.
TA.
Like, Shaker laning versus that doesn't sound so nice at all.
Can't do anything at all.
You can't do anything, yeah.
IG last pick. What's the plan for them?
Or is it a 5 ET mid Magnus? I'm just kidding. But more, it's like 90% of 5 of Batten now.
I think it's got to be Sumail character.
Yeah, Magnus is still flexed, it looked like here, but I'm at 90% that's Seb too. Okay, so it is going to be the more obvious ones. And it's going to be a Kaka Weaver with JT, the Shaker, Ollie on silence.
Well, okay. Let's see. I mean, I'm looking at the drafts.
I like IG's.
It's a lot of question marks on OG's side. It's like, what? How is this going to work? But then again, that is what we always find ourselves asking.
For sure.
When we were seeing OG come up with these lineups. Yeah, IG's draft looks pretty darn good.
It does.
This is pretty strong.
Lots of instances versus TA.
How are you catching this Weaver, this Ember, this Slark? It's not going to be easy.
No, there's like no catch.
No.
So, and yeah, lots of damage instances. We've got Flame Guard, we've got Dark Pact, we've got Arcane Curse, even Bugs. I mean, they don't burn that fast, but every single little one of these things do add up. Okay. Does feel like it's a bit of an uphill battle for OG.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, which is going to make it all the more entertaining if they are able to do this here in this game one. But yeah, it definitely seems like the deck stacked against them here with what IG's been able to open up with this draft. But very exciting, ladies and gentlemen, to see what will happen between these two teams. As mentioned, of course, this is a very important game for OG. They wish to fight for the chance to stay in the upper bracket.
Very likely, like we said, if they take one game, believe they should be pretty okay to go.
But they need that one game.
If they take 2-0, it's very likely as well too. But yeah, it's all dependent on how the other games go too, because they are tied up with.
Yeah, this is such a good Slark game for Fly.
Even for Emo too, right? There's literally like just like no stuns. There's just not really a lot of staples, and they have the global.
This Slark's just gonna pop off. I mean,
let's say Seb does get the situations where he gets good RPs off too. A global comes out. There's not going to be the follow up for them to keep this Ember, keep this Slark controlled. So. Feels like an uphill battle, but we will see as it all kicks off.
It's going to be an entertaining one to watch for sure. See if OG's got some of that typical TIOG magic coming out here. Getting ourselves into the action, ladies and gentlemen.
Prepare
OG versus IG.
Instantly tipping Emo too, look at them. Always a little bit of mental game coming into play. And I feel like we're going to have the most chat wheels that we've gotten to the cast.
You feel? This is the game to...
The two of them, honestly. IG is also very historically known for doing those, especially JT. And T is going to do the item build that we saw, I think popularized more so by Old 11. I saw him doing it in his pubs even before coming to this tournament. The Bassi first. Cool. Looks like Kaka, he's got his sentries. They're checking to see the ward. There. The other side, OG. The high ground. Are they going to block camps? Both of them. Starting with 2 sentries on both the positions, so
30
potentially
seconds
blocking out
to
those
battle.
small camps versus both of these heroes that utilize small camp excellently. We get a high five, Seb? Nope.
Nope. I mean,
Get this by
The
Sumo as well.
battle
He's melded.
begins.
Melded on the rune. Claim it.
easy.
He pings him. He's like, alright, he's got it. So 3 runes.
A little bit damage done to Ollie here. Saxa. Run him down a bit.
Oh,
Let's see how the lanes sort of settle up. I mean, any sort of lanes that are going to be struggling?
Let's see. I'm just curious to see how bottom's going to be, really. Because I haven't seen these the carry TAs versus the Shaker. I feel like the TA is going to be able to have a pretty good time. Should be able to keep his distance. Refraction's really nice. I don't see how the Weaver is going to slow it down either. So TA should farm. I think Slark is probably going to be the one that struggles. Even though it's a double melee with the silencer backing up, it's ET. AT versus these weaker heroes inside a laning phase, he just completely thrives.
Sure. Yeah, he just trades so well.
Yeah.
Especially having 7 at the side as well. Once Seb's got a few levels,
Yeah.
have all the sort of setup to get IG's heroes in some unfavorable positions.
And they're already starting their little creep pull mechanics, making the Slark farm under the tower with a double creep wave while Seb is still harassing him. So Fly is pretty miserable up there. Fly, very low. Let's hit the 2, but we'll see now. Ollie has to contest the creeps in between the 2 towers.
That's not easy for him to do. Saxa still handled it nicely in mid lane. Mo with the slight lead at the moment. Bottle already on its way out, of course.
Skill matchup, but slight. I would give slight advantage to Emperor. Changes and nerfs that would, but it's still a skill matchup, so I think it could come out even on each side. See how bottom's going. JT, big meld. That hurts though. Level 1 meld is no joke. -5 armor. JT, he steps up. He's gonna need a second one.
Oh, he's dead this time.
I can't believe he lets himself get the -10 armor. He still had the debuff from the first one when the second one hit him.
Oh, wow.
Big
He's
debuff.
going to be big mistake there from JT.
Expected it to do that much damage, but I believe for a split second when the second one connected. Wave will push into him, so he will be able to get the nice
Dyer's courier
chunk of experience
has
going
been
his way.
Saxa.
Yeah, this is a cool solution for the, what we've been seeing a lot of times from these Shakers is the enchant totem damage inside the laning phase starts to become pretty overwhelming versus a lot of these carries. Jeez, Mail.
I mean, he is bullying JT down here.
But refraction, you know, you pop the enchant totem, he pops refraction, he eats the whole hit. It's not there, and high-fiving it. You know, he knows how well he's doing in that lane. 17-5. And JT's a good sport, though.
Not really too much Kaka can do to make this any easier for JT down here, it seems.
Well, they do have the level 3 now on the Shaker, and that's one of those big timers we always talk about. So you have all 3 of them.
Mid!
Stun mid.
Dyer's middle
Opts
tower is under attack.
he opts to stand his ground, but he's going to die for that. Emo gets the kill.
I'm surprised Emo's actually living. I thought he was going to suicide to the tower right away. I guess he's going to let himself survive and just go
He's got
play
a
one off
bouncer in on the high ground.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Oh, there we
We've
have.
seen that a lot from a lot of these players. You get the solo kill on the mid, and then you just suicide to the tower, so you come back full HP when he comes back. But
Yeah, I mean, Topson made the call to not dissimulate out.
Yep.
Felt that maybe he would have the damage to get the job done. Didn't.
a big kill.
Absolutely, Emo already was having a very nice time in that mid.
No-Tail is just bodying both heroes now bottom.
Yeah, this
Getting
bottom
full
lane
free
is
farm.
going downhill pretty rapidly for IG. Sumail, complete free farm. They're not able to slow him down right now.
Are
That being said,
fortified.
Oh, Fly doing better than I'd expected, to be honest
Hello,
with
my
you.
friend.
19 CS up onto him. Now Saksa is level 3, so that's where the Spirit really starts to get its true power. 115 damage. Fly has to instant away. Kaka trying to get the rune.
Gonna be able to do so. Thompson. All his.
Emo.
Dire's
And JT has
structures are
popped back up in
fortified.
those last hits, as we said. Lane positioning, since they did get the kill on him, it did shove all the way under his tower. He actually has a full Falcon Blade, I believe, for up on a Shaker.
Diving in for Thompson here. They've got the chains. Looks out as well, but a TP coming in from Notes out.
Radiant's
That's gonna be
courier
okay.
has
Stop
been
them.
killed.
Well, lose his courier, though.
Does indeed. Goodbye to the null tally recipe. Snipe.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
JT trying to get a rehold of the wave here with that pull. It's going to be...
Kaka always got thinking about going for these courier snipes behind tower, but... Two. Dax getting started just yet. Saksa putting more attention, just playing in the laning phase. Probably will start backing up in the next few moments to start stacking Ancients up because they do have that TA. And he has, I guess he has slowed down the Slark a little bit. I just thought the Slark was going to be slowed down even more in comparison.
Sure, because, yeah, overall it's...
Yeah.
Without doubt, Sumail just having the freest lane at the moment.
Yep.
Full farm down bottom is... Well, 17 one charges, so he's...
More than fine.
Yeah. Got any fear at all down here.
Once the 6 is on the Shaker, then they have potential to go for any plays on TA, because then they have a way to actually break refraction with Echo Slam if there's around a creep wave because of all the separate instances from the Echo. And Saksa is, yeah, he's starting to get some stacks started. Not the Ancient, but he wants to check Rune for Thompson.
Dead in fire.
And they will be able to get it. Emo. Beating. Whoa, and no tail right on top of him as well as top.
Try and go on Seb. And they'll have the damage for that one. Seb caught out by the curse.
You wanted out of here, didn't you?
As soon as they knew the EG wasn't in the area,
Much
advantage of that, made an
obliged.
aggressive move.
Hidden ones grin.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Until we see some of the moves from the mids come into play, Sumail he's just not going to be under any sort of pressure. Very, very low down on this bottom half of the map.
And he's always topped off. No tail's keeping him nice and healthy. If he's topped off, then they can't make a play for Echo. The only way they can use the Echo play when he's 6 is if the TA is a bit low, and then they walk in from like the side and he gets a good connection with it. Super unlikely. Absolutely would need a rotation, likely from Emo. Yeah, which is possible. Very early on that the Ember Spirit can hit that bottom lane. Don't really have the mana just yet. 6-minute rune.
Sentry trolling the traps down. It makes it very hard for JT or Kaka to come that far down the lane at all.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Agents of
No
the
tail.
void.
Maybe stepping up a bit too far this time around. The bug's committed.
Sumail by his side, trap down.
He's just gonna throw the Echo. Yeah.
Take the kill.
To the dust return.
Gonna also get this whole creep wave too.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Slow
attack.
start, so
Yeah, it's okay.
an Echo
throw
for a
down.
kill.
Sure.
As you say, you're never going to kill Sumail with the Echo anyway down there.
Yeah, it's just a bit too difficult, especially if no. Good play. Kaka not making the move toward top. Definitely look to set up kills onto Seb pretty easy now if the pounce does connect. The last word. Be silenced right afterwards when the pounce does end. Farm on Emo's just stacking some camps in the
Dire's
meantime,
middle
trying
tower is under
to
attack.
maximize his. Rune's being checked both times. No tail. Again, securing the rune bottom for Thompson and Rune Illusion. Up earlier. They're actually going to try to
Dire's
Mo
middle
out a
tower
little bit.
is under attack.
we'll force him away, but he has the Remnant down on the hard camp with his Flame Guard. So we'll be able to farm that for Emo. Risky though.
Got to watch out though, IG, for potential moves from Thompson now. The
Yeah.
Arcane picked up. Incredibly potent rune.
Absolutely. And he's got the
Dire's
midway
middle
fully
tower
pushed in
is
too,
under
so
attack.
has opportunities to hunt. Hunting he is. He.
JT, he definitely could be in trouble here. The Arcane could go for this. He's going to jump in. Quick combo.
Oh, and he gets all the creeps too.
I could have been powerful for
Money at the same time up top. Find Oli out of position. Seb. Gonna take him out. Fly will try and punch back into Seb, but can't trade hits easily, especially with Saxa back around.
He's going toe-to-toe with Emo.
With the remnant control. Thompson is having a run. He's gonna have to simulate back up in a second, and Emo knows it. Won't waste time chasing.
My house.
Play there.
The space just continues for Samael. He's 1k ahead of anyone else in the game. Saxa, step up here. Fly. He's going to try and use the Shadow Dance to continue chasing down, but Seb comes in with a skewer and threatens with the RP, so Fly has to back off. We'll hold off on dropping the RP, though. Still available for the next play.
And it looks like...
Refuse, go.
Absolutely. And it looks like, in the meanwhile, when Ollie did get killed before as a silencer, I was wondering what his positioning was. He was actually warding Ancient. So he was looking to block out Ancient camp so that they were stacking it, but... Dead Sentry, he sees the ward right away. He's going to get taken out, and they should be able to actually stack right after they go.
Emo, they're trying to interrupt this stack here. Zemo, Ollie coming over. They'll catch No Tail. The ship to try and help him out. Seb watching from the side. Seb does still have the RP available. Looks to drop it down. It's going to be Swift. Emo with a quick remnant out. Now, Ollie though, and Emo's still being run down by Saxa. Needs one more hit. He may just get it. No, the chains are up. Emo's able to hold back Saxa. Still, Kaka very deep in enemy territory here. He's trying to hide in the trees. Thompson's got the Astral Step at the ready. Cuts in. Kaka. He's trying to hide another Shikuchi.
Oh, Emo also might die to Sox in the meantime, but we'll get away.
I mean, Fly's still trying to poke at Seb, but underneath the tower, he can't do so. Thompson, he's still looking for Kaka. Remnant won't grab him. The Dissimulate does. Resonant Pulse, the damage is done. Thompson will be able to catch Kaka.
Simulate, the damage that comes with it when you have a Fairy Trinket and a Null. Quite a lot. 400 burst almost.
And Fly is low. Good step forward to block the pounce, but Shadow Dance is up still. Fly will escape. Thompson getting hungry for action with these moves.
All-time where Sumail is just sitting back,
So much
getting
space.
full free farm. Already on his way toward that Death, so after Tread's Dragonlance, it's gonna be super early. No tail. Chased out again.
He's got the 6 now, so it's a little more awkward for Kaka and JT to commit on him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They'll let him walk this off.
OG's getting much better space around the map, though. Much more farm, at least. Just farming a bit better. All 3 cores ahead of their counterparts. Even ET, as we see Saxa, just running heroes down. Look at Kaka. Oh my goodness.
A bit of hesitance there on the punch from there for Saxa.
The Fissure will come out. JT would make him stop it.
Okay.
This is actually a really smart play.
All right.
Might be able to get turned on if he does. And we've seen this more now. I saw a couple. The 5 position ETs are doing the 3 points and stop. The 4 positions are putting. No, saw Zephyr even put 4
Radiant's
points.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Pop
middle
off on
tower
Emo.
is under attack.
Let's see.
Dire's structures
Have a
are
Fire Remnant to work with.
Got Ollie by his side as well. JT as well. Fisher's out. And the chains, but Thompson's got the back of a No-Tail though. He used the global, trying to save Emo. Emo's got the Remnant away underneath the tier 2. Thompson, could he chase? He's going to look to. Remnant won't grab him though. So Emo does manage to survive. Ollie does get dove under the tower though. Saxa coming in with a big hard punch. It chases him down with the phase boots. We'll get a kill after all, but the global usage, at least enough to bail Emo out of harm's way.
Yoji just being super aggressive with this lineup here. 3k advantage, continuing to get more on the map, and they're looking to pressure towers too. And Deso's going to be done, and with the Deso, it's very likely that Sumail can just look to head into pit very soon. Like him and No Tail could probably duo in.
Definitely.
Well, everybody else, they could show other heroes on the map, and the 2 of them can go in there and look to go for a play like that.
There's no global as well, so it would be a good timing to go for that move.
He still has like 400 gold until he does have that Deso.
Dire's structures
A little bit more
are
time.
fortified.
JT trying to finish off bottom tower, but they're bringing reinforcement. Thompson's here.
He wants to try and threaten a kill.
Oh, Ollie showed his face.
There he does. Fisher will buy a little bit of time for Ollie. Does Thompson want to commit for this? He's weighing out the Curse of the Silence. May just be long enough to allow Ollie to get far enough away, and it will be. Thompson can't keep chasing. Very close to having the Yules done, though, Thompson.
Yeah. Look, Ollie got a bit lucky there. Really thinking about committing onto him. But JT almost having Blink Dagger. That's probably the biggest indicator of when IG is going to start looking to actually be more active. But OG's just getting a bit too far ahead after this laning phase. Yeah, 4k lead, it just continues to grow. And IG forcing anything until they do have that blink is very difficult. They just don't really have the heroes to force buildings, don't have heroes to force fights without that blink.
So 13-minute Deso complete on Sumail.
That is fast.
Lance. carry TA to a fantastic start and seeming like a very good way to in response to lane against that core shaker, as you said. It's just been a free start for Sumail completely.
Any type of these ranged heroes, it really does feel because every time I'm seeing these melee heroes go for shaker, he just totems them back, and it's like, oh geez, all right, we can't actually. He actually laid very well, but yeah, range TA doesn't care. Refraction also. It seems like the perfect heroes were factors of range and absorption. T. Arma look at the top center.
Radiant's
Gatekeeper,
middle tower
and
is
DD
under
ruined.
attack.
I mean, OG have done a very good job of taking over this triangle from IG rather early.
Yeah,
Quite completely.
and they're getting this big amount of farm, big amount of scaling, and they're the ones with the ET. And I'm seeing Saksa, he's already got a component of his ag in him.
Yeah, he's just free farming on the
just
bottom
farming.
lane.
He's
Yeah,
having
he
a
is.
free time down here.
He's gonna hit all the creeps down here.
And playing Slark versus ET is not fun.
Thompson, he wants to try and go with this with the DD. Well,
Bit
missed
deep.
the initial astral step though. TPs are coming over to the side. Sumail, he was trying to join them, but Flyfly and Emo, they found Sumail, and he's very far away from the rest of the team, so Sumail will be killed off. And now IG get more out of this. Kaka and JT, who they're going to look towards Thompson. We're going to step away, but Thompson actually dissimulating back in over towards Kaka. They've got the stop onto the two of them, Remnant onto JT, but the slam comes out into the curse, into the silence. The splitter is there from Saxa, comes in, takes down the shaker with one touch over to Kaka as well. OG, they're winning the fight. They couldn't kill Thompson, IG, and now Thompson, he's chasing them down. Remnant set up in the position as he catches Emo on the escape.
That was actually so. The splitter canceled the animation of the fissure. I think if the fissure does end up going down there, Thompson might just die, and we see an absolutely
Yeah,
different
Thompson would have been dead for sure.
Splitter cancels
Saxa.
it, boom. They end up getting 3 kills because of it, and they take the whole ancient stack. They lose Sumail, which still hurts, but he's back up in third.
Yeah, no, big
And now
moves.
Global's down, Echo's down. I'm smelling Roshan.
See it again on the replay.
你这么
Early
看着队友
start
不
here. I
生
mean,
气
it
吧
didn't look to be a
哥哥
good beginning for
Radiant's
OG.
top
With
tower
Sumail
is under attack.
caught where he was here, completely separate from the team. And even up to the points where we have this fight on the high ground, it still looks like it could be going south for OG. Back in action. Down around the road, split steps in with the RP. He's caught Emo.
On Emo.
Emo taken out. Flyfly. He's thinking about turning and fighting, but he cannot do so. He's got to run. He's getting burst solo with the Astral Step to simulate. Not quite going to catch him as he's out with the pounce, but the Yules is there. Got him up in the air, into the storm. Flyfly's taken out as No-Tail finishes him off with a miscoil. Kaka's come in, but there's nothing to be done as the Weaver. He's got to run.
And they get the Roche in the meanwhile, while killing 2 cores.
And now Saxon's always even looked to run down Ollie.
Prize.
And Thompson, he's going to have catch to do so. In with the Yule setup, the Remnant OG. 12-5 now, 7k lead. Aegis, as you say, in Sumail's hands.
Oh boy,
This this could not have gone any better this early game. And OG coming in with very much their own style here in the draft, and it's doing OG things.
It sure is. 17 minutes, 7k lead already.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
I mean, they have like TA, who's maybe not this like crazy late game, but with ET, they always have great ways to scale into the game. And this early was such a big advantage. It's going to be a pretty massive uphill battle for the side of IG.
really
They do have
is.
the blink on JT, but even in the last fight where they get a pretty good
Radiant are
setup, just a
scanning.
little instance of a, canceling the full stun lock, allowing OG to huge one. They're probably so shaken up, like, oh god, like. What do? We have Echo up in 4. We have to just keep looking to
Dire's
make plays,
top
even if
tower
we're playing
is
into
under
Aegis.
attack.
So they will smoke up immediately. Global
Sure,
and
fine.
Echo ready.
Tell, will happily tag this. That's even if they can kill it. But the borrowed time, TP's coming in for the rest of OG. Or do you want to try and fight this? Thompson's jumping in, looking towards Kaka. No-Tail still alive. Jump through the slam, catching the two of them, catches both Seb and Thompson. Seb, he's able to put the essence ring, though. Cure off to the side. Seb's still alive here for now. Flyfly will dive in, finish off No-Tail with the dart pack. 2 down on OG. Sumail, he's looking to fight back. Saxa, he's running down Kaka and JT.
Emo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Remnant's right next to Sumail. Well, unfortunate there, but had no escape.
And Saxa, he's getting some extras here on the side pilots with JT. Fisher will block off Saxa, but the jump forward there from Seb. In on top of JT. And then IG again.
And it's the location of it too. It's not like they get any kills into
it's
anything
deep.
either. Look at the lane positioning as well. It's in OG's favor.
Dire's
Both
middle
lanes is
tower
pushing out
is
too.
under
So
attack.
IG don't really get much of anything out of it besides just some small type of kills. And OG come out ahead again.
Thompson even trying with the hunt. Kaka, some out. Away the Ancients.
He has a full BKB on.
15 minutes in.
And now those
That is
instances, we talked about
pretty
damage.
insane.
Damage instances on IG, no
Yeah.
longer. BKB gets popped. Damage instances were magical. You're gonna be able to stay inside the fights very easy.
I mean, mid.
I fly.
He's got.
Nice. Shadow Blade. Oh, Saksa has the Fey Grenade too. Oh, baby. ET and Shaker now are the two, and I guess Tiny, of course, the Fey Grenade.
Dire's
'Cause you get your
bottom
plus
tower is
damage as
under
well with it, so
attack.
he does have like a plus 400 with the Fey Grenade. He's gonna plus 400 throw it at something. Very fun, and he's halfway toward Aghanims, more than halfway. Game looking very difficult for IG these next few moments.
I mean, what's the
Dire's
how? Yeah,
middle
Flyfly's
tower
got the
is under
Shadow Blade
attack.
done over the
Dire's structures
over
are
the
fortified.
Echo Saber, but
Okay. I guess when he has Silver Edge, what
Then-
they can do is they can Silver Edge hit
Dire's
Abaddon,
middle
global,
tower
kill
is
him in
under
the fights, and then start focusing everybody else. But they do need to solve the back lines.
look at the trace down Flyfly here.
Dire's middle tower
Thompson.
has
He's
fallen.
actually going to get the grab with the
They get the
Remnant
stop
into
too.
the stop. They're locking down Flyfly throughout the duration of his Shadow Dance. And Flyfly, he's not going to get away from this.
Oh,
Does get
no.
denied by the neutral. So I guess something to be said, but still 45 seconds where he's off the map.
Oh god. Can't kill troll. IG look to make that aggro move, and now back to getting some type of passive farm. Kaka's been the one actually passive farming for quite a long time on his team, just getting solo crush. He's got Earn going back for Ags, but really getting out farmed and getting caught all over by JT though.
They're going to jump in. Echo followed up by the Global. They're trying to take down Thompson. He will fall. The Slider Fist comes into play. Emo takes him out. Looking over towards No Tail, but the borrowed time's up. One more hit, and Emo's going to get silenced. He has to be a bit careful. Saxa is running him down here. One more hit will do it, but the controls there for JT. Top Saxa will getting in onto Emo. Quick slide in the change. Hold Saxa up to the side. No Tail will continue to be chased down by Kaka and JT with a big slap from the Enchant Totem. They get the kill. Picture block off as well for JT. He's controlled Saxa. Saxa can't escape. It's another for JT.
Dire's
Huge
top tower
by
is
JT.
under
No
attack.
hesitation either. That Echo Slam absolutely instant down bottom when Thompson does commit forward. How much gold did he just get actually?
That's a
Jeez.
lot for the
Radiant's
Shaker
bottom
here.
tower
JT,
is
he
under
really
attack.
is kind of just holding things together whilst they fall
Structures are
further and further
fortified.
behind. Still down 9k, but JT definitely the
which my matriarch will
sort of the spark of hope that IG need to turn this one around. Great jump. Excellent follow-up, of course, from the Global, and they have enough time to take out Thompson before any sort of help can arrive.
And we said this multiple times too, is that's what we were a little bit like, they picked the Abaddon into the Silencer, and we see it right there. That Global unable to bail out Thompson at all with any type of heal or shield. Yeah, big play
Radiant's
by JT.
middle tower is under
Much
attack.
needed for that,
Need a few more of those, of course, though.
for sure.
A lead here for OG at the start that they've had, and the farm that Smell is getting. I see, yeah, No Tail, a couple of components away from that Lotus. Of course, that will answer to that combo that are executing.
Just gonna need the plate mail. Actually pretty close.
Ready.
Considered as a 5 position.
Radiant are scanning.
Right now, Global, Echo on cooldown. He's looking to be active.
They're on the hunt for Emo.
They see him too, but he does. Oh, they know. They see. I think they
No
see the
TP
defensive.
either.
They see the remnant too.
Cooldown. Thompson's got to get the setup, otherwise Emo will be away. And he has.
He gets it.
Just Remnant straight out into the trees. They follow it up with the RP. Thompson getting the catch.
Pretty good awareness. Smoke breaks. He knows exactly where he is. Hey, when you have these trees cut as well, this is a big indicator lately.
Where he's gone.
Yeah, so very good awareness there from Thompson. Also, they placed the ward to know that he didn't back up. They saw the remnant, so they're like, he's
Radiant's
still
top
here.
tower is under
Just gonna
attack.
play very cocky. And they will punish him for it. Now they have TA with Aghanims,
Radiant's
so
top tower
Sumail
has fallen.
can be anywhere on the map now because of this. And also can maybe survive
Dire's
a lot of the
bottom
ganks
tower
too.
is under attack.
Perhaps just psionic projection out of a lot of the plays that happen
Radiant's
onto
top
him.
tower is under attack.
Also has Meld Dispel.
Dire's
Get rid of those
bottom
chains.
tower has fallen.
Curse in the last word as well. Protect himself a little bit
Dire's
better.
bottom tower is under attack.
It's tier 2.
quick.
It certainly is. The push is here from OG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mid lane, Thompson. He's got the catch on the Kaka. Somehow heads over to a trap, and he's hit. Having to get involved, get himself another kill. And Agonims
Radiant structures are
getting around from
fortified.
A to point B.
Still has a trap down bottom too if he sees an opportunity to go back down there for the push. Yep, no tails pinging.
Dire's middle tower.
And they're giving
is under
they are
attack.
giving no tail farm too, like you mentioned. Prioritizing him to get that Lotus so that he can always go for these saves.
Yeah, it's just going to be a solid answer to sort of the one combo that's causing issues. Top lane.
JT again.
It's not enough burst straight away, but they do have the global to make sure the Thompson's still locked out on the way back down.
Nice play.
They are, you know, they're being able to catch and kill Thompson with this, but that's not going to be enough. They need much more here. Fly.
Sumail's just on the chase. He's taking out Kaka and pushing away Emo as well by himself.
Fly trying for the dive onto No-Tail. TPs are coming in. Fly really wants the kill, does commit and get it. If he can get away here from Sumail and Saxa, should be fine.
He's got Depth Shroud as well too. He's got so many ways to escape now. Spirit will go through him, so that he was, but we'll be able to get away. And Sumail literally just jumped into both the Ember and the Weaver and killed them because he now has taken the shard. So he does have the silence now versus these two as well, which is going to be very effective. Fly. He didn't get that packed off.
Seb, on with the idea of the RP. Fish is going to come out for JT to try and give safe space for Fly to get back, but it doesn't matter. They have the control with the Remnant, and Sumail, he's more than got the damage covered here.
He's just so farmed too, and now they still have RP for the upcoming move. No Echo, no Global. If they look to threaten that high ground. Roche is up. I guess with the time, 50 seconds, they want to push forward as much as they can, and then they'll probably back up and look for that Roche. Surprising to see no traps inside of it, though. Still hanging around. He's feeling strong on Sumail.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Just have to watch.
Yeah, what can they do?
Anything. So I get that. That's why they commit.
Sumail's just taking the barracks.
That makes sense why they commit. Uh-oh.
They've got creeps on the way.
He's got it.
Dire's middle
Fraction
tower
just
has fallen.
这么看着队友不会生气吧？
And the Britons, of course, coming into play there versus low HP things. Brigand's Blade.
There we go, full X.
Oh boy.
Saxa, I mean, everything is just falling into place here for OG.
Radiant are scanning.
They have run them over here in this first 26 minutes. IG still just, they haven't found the moment to shake things up, really.
And they need to get BK. The thing is now, ET with this type of items, you need BKB on Slark. BKB is already finished on Ember, but Slark now cannot stand his ground in the fights. He will find a DD. This could be a bit of a difference maker.
Oh, sneak in the Roche. I mean,
Okay. I think OG...
that would be risky.
Yeah.
I'll take
The
that.
OG scan. They both scanned. OG caught a scan initially on the high ground when they were in the area, so...
They're thinking about it.
Right on top of a center.
They're going to start. They're going for it.
With Spirit.
Yeah, they can't get away with this IG. There's no way. They're going to have to try and take a fight. Sumail.
They do
Fish starting things off. They're in. They follow with the Echo Slam. They manage to take down Sumail. The jump to the high ground gets the job done. The TA will fall. Seb.
Seconds.
Skewing Fly off to the side, but now Seb split for the rest of the team. Pounds forward from Fly. They're in onto the back. This is a second kill.
I guess they did not expect there to be a ward on the high ground
Not
there.
at all.
Like a ward
They
essentially just
really didn't.
right on top of Sumail. And now that's a free Roche. 65 seconds. IG
All right, here we go.
turning it around.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
JT really is the savior.
I mean, JT is doing so much for them. I mean, they've been down sort of 10k for such a long time now, but JT, these moves, these jumps are certainly the difference maker here, and he's just about found himself another here over to No-Tail. Borrowed time is still on cooldown.
Dire's middle barracks
5
are under
seconds.
attack.
It's too long. No-Tail goes down. Another catch and another kill for JT.
He just as well
Dire's bottom tower
as
is under
I think a
attack.
gem picked up, I believe, for Ollie. Yeah, Ollie picking up a gem nice and early on for his team too.
Radiant's top tower
We'll look
is
to take
under
out those
attack.
TA traps so they can make sure that they
Dire's
aren't under
bottom
vision in any of
tower
these
is under
fights.
attack.
think he's just gonna pass it over to the slot too. Zeb's still in the area.
He has got an RP. He's going to jump, but Fly to get the dart pack. He's top in time, trying to get away with the skewers in. Zeb take down 2 of them. Aegis here for round 2, but the remnants set up. Is there any way they can help this slot? There is not.
Middle barracks are under attack.
Zeb
Very
gets a quick
nice.
stop to IG's attempt to push that tier 2 off the back of Aegis. As
Holy moly.
Yeah.
I don't think they expect to get hit that hard. The
Perfect RP there.
Yeah.
third amount of burst damage. He even got Depth Shroud off and they still both died. Well, that was their Aegis.
Yep, that was sort of the bit of a swing.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Back over
Oh, and they got another one.
JT. Thompson in with the catch. Seb on top of the Ember. Emo, is he going to be able to get out of this one? He has got the BKB, so that will allow him to get away, at least for now. As soon as they get themselves a bit of fortune riding in their direction, IG, they let it
Yeah, me
away.
too. That would secure us the upper bracket.
Maybe they thought OG would be a bit scared to go for the move, but OG did not care at all playing with Aegis. They still feel super strong, and they're still gonna look to push forward here. Echo Slam back up, but 30 seconds for JT.
But I mean, even one win would probably be enough to get us to upper bracket.
Outside the base now, Samao.
But still, 2 is better than 1.
On its way over.
Oh boy.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Just
attack.
9,000, 10,000 gold almost ahead of them.
Oh my
20
god,
seconds without
Sumail is
JT.
so
They
bad.
can't get anything done without the Shaker. Gotta wait for him to be back up. OG
Dire's
now
structures are fortified.
pushing up to the high
Yeah,
ground
10k
here.
ahead of
What
the-
can IG
The
do?
weave of the Ember.
Jump
That's
forward,
crazy.
Thompson. He's just going straight in it. He's got right in. He's been silenced. The global is
maybe a
out.
bit too
Thompson,
far
he
in.
needs help.
Oh.
Got the dissimulate, but he's not
Oops.
getting out. Thompson's dead for 70. I mean, an answer, mate. He's getting jumped on. Echo and Jeremy will get the BKB off as well as the refraction. But they've got the numbers, IG. JT jumps over towards No Tail. No Tail, he goes down. Fly still full HP and ready to fight. Going over towards Saxa, who'll have a little bit of time to sit with the back
no.
community. But Saxa, he's in trouble. 3 dead on OG.
Okay. Thompson.
Thompson.
A bit deep there. Sumail does get out though, and so does Seb at very close moments. Sumail is able to get his projection out. And
Yeah,
Magnus
that
actually
was
gets the
greedy
TP
from
out, and
Thompson.
JT, maybe he misclicked. His totem put him on the high ground. He just missed the stun onto the Magnus. So
But hey,
out,
Seb and
Thompson
Sumail got out, so it's
heavily
okay.
overextending
He
it.
just went in and
He used the aggressive Yules. So
I sort of
they were
actually, I was
oh.
like, hang on. I was like, oh, he's got BKB or he's got Aegis? What's he doing?
Guess he really thought
But
that
he
No
didn't.
Tail could bail him out, but it was
I
just
guess so.
it's too deep.
Yeah, that's definitely the case there. And
Radiant's
Samael,
middle tower
very
is
lucky to
under
get
attack.
out either. You know, if he got sort of chain lockdown after that
to get back.
initiation for JT, been dead for sure, but man, the damage
Radiant
still
are scanning.
very much plenty here on OG as IG, they hold.
Every single time that they do have Echo and Global, it feels like they have a very good chance to take fights. Besides that, though, OG does have much better wins. But now, Taka, he's got Aghanims. So in some of these situations where perhaps they think get these kills, he's going to be able to save people. Lots to save on IG with the Depth Shroud and with the time lapse. It's going to
The smoke up though. They want to try and hit.
have to
whilst
hit.
The Global's not hit.
Yep, have to hit while Echo and Global are down. But it's not very long now. Only got
That's true,
15
yeah.
seconds on Echo, and Global is pretty back
Ooh,
there.
no,
He's
He's going to look
no.
for the setup onto Emo, but Emo's got the BKB.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's getting the jump, but it's just a silencer. I mean, it still can eliminate that Global, which would be nice, but Ollie...
Oh my god, that was too damn close.
So they will be able to burst him. So Ollie's out of the fight. Has got buyback available though if they do feel the need. And that was the
Dire's
RP,
middle
but
barracks
it allows them to get the range rack. So I don't know if it'll allow OG to get much more though.
Just up to tier 2. Sumail just projections up there.
Axe is done on Emo.
Yep.
But
and he
yeah,
already
it's
grabbed
half
the
an hour
shard
without
from
global
the
silence. It's pretty good.
is under attack.
Yeah, that could be easily useful too. His fire remnants deal damage per second versus TA refraction.
Yeah, very nice against
Dire's
the tier.
top tower has
Little
fallen.
something. Also, of course, being able to regain his charges whenever he does get a kill.
Just against the TA, very nice against the blinks.
Yep.
Seb might have struggled a bit more to get these RPs off with the remnants being thrown around.
And as we said, Echo Slam is up.
Yep.
IG's
Time to
hunting.
go.
Sumail gets
So
out.
IG can find. By leading him first, trying to give them vision information. Kaya Sanj now onto Thompson, so a bit of resistance to try and break out of these combos that IG are slamming down onto them. Spike as well for Sumail. Keep his distance and have that better chance of repositioning himself and the chaos.
The thing about this, though, is that Sumail is starting to hit critical mass quite soon. IG has a lot more space to grow, so OG definitely wants to persist and look for
They're going to
plays.
jump up to the high ground. Really off to the side, fly. He's looking to turn back in. They're going to change up on the two. The side of the jump. Because he's got the through. Sumail, he's going to get taken out. No chance to fight for Sumail as IG immediately collapse on him once again. JT starting up the action. OG, they're trying to scatter back to the base. Not going to make it. 3 dead on OG. As yet again, IG getting the jump. No Tails carries the deck. That's the gem gone as well. IG, they're hitting back hard, and OG.
Radiant's middle tower
That's super. Obviously, that mistake on the bottom lane, bit of an overextension, and since that point, the fights have just got easier and easier for IG because IG, they've all sort of just got that item that they were waiting for. We'll see it again here.
They walked up as 3 together, and we did these melee heroes versus the Shaker.
Yeah, JT
jumps in, and look at Emo. Just 5 spirits on top of Sumail to make sure that he can burst him out.
Completely on top of him. I think Sumail did get the BKB off, but when he was pretty much on like 100 HP, so it was irrelevant, didn't matter.
And I was just mentioning how, you know, Sumail, he's starting to get to his point of soon critical mass. So all these moments where IG get these kills, they're starting to get a lot of momentum, and maybe OG is starting to run out of steam a little bit here versus this constant combos, because now they're so high level 2, right? Level 24 TA, respawning in 30, Echo's gonna be back up. So is Global.
Yeah.
Every single time that they do respawn, it's just IG's ready to fight again. Be finding their footing now in this game.
This refresh is going to come pretty soon as well for Emo.
Yeah, and of course he finds a Cloak of Flames as well. Didn't point that one out, but another phenomenal item versus TA. Blaster rig on JT that we did earlier.
But fly as well. It's
everything's coming together.
It really is.
Starting to look more and more difficult for OG as it progresses.
Yeah, they can't afford any more mistakes. Another mistake from OG, and the game's going to be completely in control of IG7. He's going for the jump in. The rest of OG, though, are they actually able to back him up? Thompson will look to jump in, but the BKB pop Flyby commits onto Zeb. Jump ball for JT. He's got the Echo. They turn to Sumail. Sumail is getting changed dust. He only just gets the BKB up, but again, it's too late. Sumail's out and down. OG again having to run. I mean, Saxon, he's trying to get back in onto Emo, but No Tail's dead. Saxon's got Thompson by his side. Will manage to jump. They kill Emo. Saxon, tries to TP out. Very optimistic attempt there. Does not pay off. He is also dead. Only Thompson left alive.
They're chasing.
He is. Fly zooming across the map here.
He's got to step up.
But he's not going to be able to catch it. But again, 4 dead on OG. IG, they're just taking every single team fight in their favor.
And JT just, he's got target priority. He sees Sumail, he echoes Sumail, and just chain stuns him every time.
It really does feel like he has been the hero here for IG this game.
And in the initial go too, he even fissure blocked off Hotel from getting into the fight earlier on there, where he could potentially maybe get towards Seb. Yeah, this has just been every single time. And it's also Abaddon, he does pop the ult, but he walks into range of the Echo, so he gets chain stunned during it, so he can't even look to protect Sumail to get an earlier be off.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just sort of just the wide area of effect that JT's throwing out these stuns from. It does mean that as you said, what can normally be seen as a bit of a counterplay to that, you have to deal with the follow-up stuns, and when they come out as thick and fast as they do from JT, yeah, you can't quite get that save off. And Sumail, 2 times now, 2 fights where IG have just made this 25k net worth hero just completely redundant as they just lock him out.
Seb is out of position there.
Seb steps up.
He's in trouble here.
Okay, he got the split
The stop actually is enough. Saxa able to make sure that there's space for him. JT's on the chase, jumps in. Seb, he's not getting away. He goes down, and again, OG, they've got to head back without the Magnus. I mean, they've been struggling 5v5, 4v5. That's definitely not going to be an option for OG.
And Sumail respawns, and Ecosystem and Global.
Everything's back up.
Yeah, and no Seb, no way they can test this.
OG, they've got to somehow find JT, like, at the start of these fights. It really does feel. If they let the Shaker get the free jump on Sumail, the fight's just over every time.
Yeah, and now there's going to be a refresher shard as well from this Roche. So, I mean, Emo, if he wants it, I would say an argument for JT to just take it because of how good he's played. But
well, Emo's pretty close to his own refresher, right?
I think, yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
He'll take it for now. I mean,
But there's
honestly,
an argument for JT to take because he is
Dyer's
he is
sure
100% the
True.
MVP of this game.
but the thing is as well, you know, JT's probably saying, dude, look,
I don't need it.
I don't need it. You know what I mean? I don't need a refresher shard. I can handle them with one round of my spells.
And at the end of the day,
And he can.
a refresher shard with an Ember Spirit, that makes it 3,000 burst damage with Fire
Are
Remnant.
scanning.
You can throw it all 5, dunk it, do it again, dunk it. Yeah. So it's just so much burst and so much potential for an Ember, and double BKB and whatnot. Much more useful.
Sumail closing in on the Eon disc. That
Yeah, he needs
it. It's going to be the one answer. It's a bit of an awkward answer, of course, the carry, but he has to.
Got to set a count.
Whoa! Heavy straight away. The global's going to come out afterwards.
But Firefly's gone.
Is the Aegis comp, but he's back for round 2. Sumail, the BKB's now one off. Now he's got to be giving the jump in from Evo. Then straight away, changes on top of it as well. Sumail, he's going to go. There's a big splitter though. Sumail actually still alive. He's never going to waste him. He's in with the RP. Tops and closes over. Have they got the damage? Saxon coming in with the big punches and taken down 2. Evo out.
Holy
Cuts as well.
Nice!
JT, they'll be able to find him.
Yes!
Saxon just coming in with a hard hit. Sumail has the range.
Ember's dead for 80.
We make
Firefly gets deleted in 2
That
hits
was
from
amazing.
TA to start the fight. And again, now he's swinging the other way.
This time around, they couldn't. I mean, they
Yeah,
got so
but
close
they
to
didn't
killing
have time to
Sumail.
use it. He's
This
just
time he was
dead.
able to break away from the combo.
This time Nota was close enough to go
Come
bail
on, just
him out
go
of nothing,
straight
too.
for T4s.
Even after initially using the BKB quite early.
Okay, no, that buyback.
Oh, nice.
Be able to force himself back in with a hurricane pipe.
Nice.
Buyback comes out from JT.
Oh! You streams ahead of mine. That was really good.
And that's
100 seconds.
It's a dead slug. A very, very dead slug. Where's his money?
Go for Megas.
No money.
Just-
800 short of buyback.
You think they should go say I think they should just
Actually, might
finish.
just be. That might be the game.
They can at least get the Megas, I believe.
Come on, that's
Seconds without
their
the slot.
window.
If they take the Weaver here, they could just go tier 4.
Bye-bye.
If they just wanna, you know, reset mentality-wise.
Dyer's top tower.
That might be it.
Because of the
That
bad
might be it.
fights.
That might be the end.
Dyer's
We'll see.
Got a
structures
glyph.
are fortified.
They're gonna have.
I mean, they
combo,
have
right?
10
Hounds
more
and
seconds
Globals
without
up.
Ember.
Globals up in
Like
20.
here, if
They'll
they
have
get
the combat
Weaver here,
JT.
they
He's been doing
should
some
go for
heavy
win.
lifting.
Yep.
He's got
He needs
a,
emo, though.
he's got even more weights on him now.
Wait, they got the Weaver? Oh my god, your stream is ahead of mine, that's so
He's
mean!
got a catch.
Silence as well with the trap.
Kaka's gone. Back on him, Eva. Jump forward, JT. He's going to try for everything on the
Oh
side.
my
He's got
god!
They
I
could
blew
have
them
knocked him down
up!
forever. The splitter's out. The
GG!
JT. No buyback on the Jacob. That's OG.
That was
The winner here in
intense.
game 1.
And it was after such
Now
a
have Mega
big fight back from IG. An uphill battle from 15k net worth deficit.
What the
Winning
fuck?
every single fight after that, right? They won 3
Oh,
fights in a
I'm
row on
so
IG,
glad
and
we
then
have
one
OD picks
fight
for
that
casting
OG
this one.
wins bottom because of Sumail hiding in the tree line, sniping out the Slark, getting a clutch shield from
Even looks like grayscale. Because of the black and the gold. Let's go.
to Sumail in that bottom lane for the initial go.
Yeah.
Echoes him, but he got the BKB off because the set of cap procs, he gets status resistance from it.
Grand
So didn't have
finals
Aeon Disc,
rerun.
but he had the mini Aeon Disc, as we call it. So
Wow. Wow, what a game 1, ladies and gentlemen there. IG and OG definitely want to keep you sitting on the edge of your seats pretty much up to those final moments where, IG, obviously taking that fight and not having the buybacks and, with
Emo
no
spent his
slot.
gold. That's a good point, too.
Emo as well, right?
He had
both of
spent
them.
his gold in that last fight, too. He committed mostly for that refresher, so yeah, no buyback.
True, picked up the recipe, didn't even have the full thing. So, awkward situations there. But that is it for game 1, ladies and gentlemen. OG, they'll take the first game of the series. We've got another one coming up around the corner between OG and IG, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
We are now the second team that has taken away a game from Invictus.
Let's go. Let's 2-0 them. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's show an example. Let's make an example out of them.
VP is also 10 and 5.
VP is looking great.
Yeah.
Alliance.
Yeah, Alliance is in TI form.
They never are. They haven't been
That's
since
what I'm
TI 3. They have never been since TI 3. So bad that we got 2-0'd by OG by Aster, and the only other team Aster has 2-0'd is Thunder Predator.
Thunder Predator still playing.
Thunder Predator looking to go to the airport, it seems.
Without match.
Well, no matter what they do, they're out.
So 31 free point.
Who won? Can people just search on Google?
Well, it's easier to ask in Ving, and it gives free XP.
How it's easier in Twitch chat. Topson, please don't rush their high ground. Yeah, true. It all went downhill after that engagement.
Yep.
Sucks MVP for that game. Yep, true. That Elder Titan was insane. They really need to keep giving tops on good heroes mid like they give Abbott on EG. What? What?
Chef God setting the game with last RP.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to IG versus OG here at the TI10 group stages. I'm OD Pixel here with Fog. And, well, we just had game 1. And game 1 went the way of OG, but it was a bit of a...
Invictus Gaming's turn to ban.
weren't able to just chain lock down Samael.
这么菜的队友，你这么菜的队友不生气吧，
Rather
哥
farmed.
哥？
He was doing a lot of damage, yeah, when they weren't able to seriously keep him locked down and disabled.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, though, that was
生气吧，哥哥。
probably IG's comeback that got devastated there from a couple little mistakes and also just maybe just feeling the momentum a little bit too much, right? Like Emo, he bought perseverance, and then he bought the recipe for the refresher. They take the fight bottom, he dies, he doesn't have buyback. Fly also committed his gold. He dies in a bit of an awkward position away from his team before the fight kicks off. After they were having literally 3-4 consecutive fights where they were just fully coming back after a 15k deficit. So, OG, maybe a tiny bit lucky there at the end of the day, but some big clutch plays that did come out in that last fight from both Saksa as well as Seb. Huge RP and just splitters and stomps and whatnot. So.
And I think there's no surprise. We've got the draft coming up on your screens right now. The first ban from IG, it is that Saksa ET.
I think... I honestly think that
it's got to go.
Going into main stage, because we're just going to be finishing up with group stage, I think this should be the first ban from every team. Honestly, I think ET is... It's winning every game. It's winning across like every stream. It's winning. It's got like 60-something, 70-something, almost a 70% win rate across 50 games. So I think we're really going to that one taken out more. We even see the respect giving toward the Magnus too. So completely different game we're going to be seeing. And IO is left in the pool. Monkey King's left in the pool. Weavers, etc.
Lots of up.
IO, Weaver, Monkey King are the three big ones that we've seen prioritized by the majority.
Turn to pick.
For IG and OG.
Hello. Hello.
Do they want that?
What are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Do they want the
watching Dota? Obviously.
Do the people
How is that even a question? Why am I just realized I'm in the wrong watch party.
Exactly.
We'll have it in a second.
I'm just going to into the Dota.
I'm actually watching with my friend on my personal server, so yeah, I don't think I'm joined. But I will try to bring some folks in the server later on the main stage.
Sounds good.
Nice. See ya later.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm so much of an idiot. I keep jumping in the wrong voice channels.
Me too.
The IO versus Puck because of the obvious reason.
Now.
Easily
Same flower. Color.
OG.
Do
you still ban the Weaver or you leave the
10
Weaver?
seconds remaining.
What Dota?
Or do you not?
Now
I'm watching your
Weaver
Twitch.
less likely to be picked now because you're like, well, if they were going to pick it, they would have rather picked it in a scenario where there would have been a bit more flexibility with it. Now that sort of the more clear hands showing, you know, because we don't always.
Invictus Gaming's
this
turn to
has
ban.
happened that many times really in the draft, right, where you do get your straight up 2 supports first and then not really flexibility, right? I feel like all drafts we've seen, you have one sort of hero that could go somewhere else. This time from IG, like, I mean, sure, you know, we've obviously had OG, right? They play like an offlane IO. I don't think IG's a team that would do that. Though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's a slight possibility. I guess they can, but I really do think that because they had the option of a lot of like they could have picked a different core up. But I think the big reason it's Nyx is because of that deterrent toward Puck, and yeah, it's good versus Snap, and then maybe they still can get the Weaver. I don't think OG's gonna ban.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think they're gonna look to cover Emo more, just taking out his comfortable hero. I don't think
be
they're
literally anything.
Honestly, and also, I think after... I don't think they're
Be
going to target
5, 4. No, 4 probably not.
I think
5,
the bigger priority...
Yeah, 3,
I think the bigger
2,
priority on the team
1.
of IG is usually going to be Emo and JT. Fly usually just co-spy and gets his hero a lot of the...
I love that first ban from IG was the yellow
But it's pretty
title.
crazy how they got pushed away from wanting the Earthshaker too.
Yeah, what happened to Bat? We don't.
5 seconds
we
remaining.
thought we'd see more
We
Bat,
thought
right?
we would, but I guess
Nobody,
anymore or
yeah,
something.
no one's playing Bat.
People must have figured it out.
They dumped it.
Get some.
For sure. But he was going because of some of the heroes. Some of the popular heroes. That would have been. You say just.
Invictus Gaming's turn to
Straight up.
ban.
Oh, well, maybe OG they do ban the Bat. So they were thinking about it this game.
Well, they got
talking about the Bat. They did think about it here.
They do have the Monkey King, and I guess
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
if they do-
we don't. No one's
Yeah.
really been picking it. Though.
It's true. And I guess the thing about the Monkey King is that it's so flexible, is that they could still put it mid for Thompson. And if they ban out the
10
Bat and Storm,
seconds
then the
remaining.
matchup for the Monkey King is actually pretty good. Because those are the two heroes that
5
absolutely
seconds remaining.
destroy him in lane and in game. Storm sometimes can go both ways, but most of these players know how to play around the wait for that Jingu to about be happening, and then you pull him, and then you blow him up before he's even able to hit.
OG's turn to ban.
Invoker ban. IG still, of course, they're still going to be targeting mostly those mids because Monkey Kings are so flexible. It's very likely that it's just support and all that. It's pointless, but
10 seconds remaining. 5
Say.
seconds remaining.
Last time they did ban out the.
yeah.
Have a chance of playing.
Lena, I mean, honestly, Shaker might not.
JT
Bad
Shaker,
ban because
sure.
JT just has
It
been
was-
owning with so hard, and he was literally the one who almost won the game for IG single. We'll take out Gyro.
All right.
No Invoker either. I wanna
No,
see
no,
Top's Invoker.
Yeah, I guess that is the case. Sure.
Yesterday?
Especially when you have,
There was an Invoker yesterday.
very
for
obviously
Topson.
going to be setting up
Yes.
those
10
global
seconds
moves.
remaining.
And I missed it.
With the T1?
5 seconds remaining.
It's good ban.
Nice with
Yeah,
that
that might make
pace.
sense. Definitely. Took out the two mid
Oh no, I missed
pairing. They
that.
don't want to.
You know what?
Guess I have to.
Geez, this next
Oh.
pick, a bit more clarity on going or the OG drafts we've been getting used to, of course, at the eyes. It's not going to give up
Invictus
much at all.
Gaming's
I like Night
turn
Stalker
to
usually
play.
versus these two heroes, but okay, they're gonna go for group up. So this is the other
Yikes,
concept people used to
DK
use. We
again.
we got to see it a lot at Animajor. I think it was every time a team picked Nyx, the opposing team would pick DK, and then they just play up the group around, right? They group up, they pick team fight, and then Nyx Assassin into team fight is just like, wait a minute, guys, Vendetta is a
10
useless ability at this
seconds
point.
remaining.
And both of these heroes actually are really susceptible to heavy
5
team fight
seconds
push luck.
remaining.
IO and Nyx Assassin don't really provide much of anything to slow the pace of the game down.
No,
They
and
can't wave clear, and they don't provide team fight.
They just don't do anything to the.
They used to.
Invictus
Yeah,
Gaming's
back in the
used
turn
to.
the break,
The
sure.
good old days.
Yeah.
So they'll pick the JT Mars, something else he's been really strong with, and that's probably
Yeah.
that IO pairing that we've seen quite a lot of times now that just
When Monkey
is really
in
strong versus pretty much any core.
the cut.
And well, with the DK picked as well, what that does say to you that it's almost certainly just going to be Tops and Monkey King and Seb DK.
That's what I would think, but
Yeah.
it's so flexible
So you
that
still
I
don't
think
know.
it's just
I
it's
feel
all gonna
like-
change when they see more.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure OG in the past has
OG's
played like
turn
support
to
DK as well.
Lena.
Well, now it's okay.
Invictus
So now they probably want to put the Monkey King
Gaming's
safe lane.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're gonna do the
god.
combo.
The Monkey King like, and that's
Monkey King like it
pretty
and
scary.
and DK like it.
and DK, yeah.
We saw
That's-
EG try it. They got absolutely destroyed. They didn't get to make it work at all with the bite with the DK form, if I remember correctly from yesterday. But
Okay.
they have the potential
I like
for the
that,
bites.
like
Remaining.
Lena
Not
just
only that, they have
completely
the potential for
disappears behind the
wolf
Mars.
being gobbled, the monkey wolf being
5
gobbled up and being
seconds.
spitted,
OG's turn to ban.
or the dragon wolf being gobbled up and
Spinning every
Yeah,
Monkey
me
King thing.
neither. But I like it. Lycan is cool. Lycan used to be my
Being left
favorite
in this
hero.
time on the draft.
Yeah, but everybody's picking it for the bite, right?
Yeah.
There was this one game I was watching,
Come to
like,
regret.
10
the
seconds
Dragon Knight and
remaining.
like, and they,
Many issues.
they got the
as
timing,
Would
but
expect when it's in the
Five
hands of
seconds
I know
IG.
you have a
Damn.
super
Very strong.
overbeaten
Another thing
Dragon
about
Knight
Mars
with 3
versus
bunting and
Monkey
race
King
attack,
is
and
the
turn
ult
to ban.
is a blessing versus the, if you're hopping around in trees, you click Mars ult, no more trees, Monkey King falls, easy sets up multiple times. Spear is also really strong versus Monkey. It's even in laning phase.
For IG, what sort of carries have we been seeing do well against these sort of Lycan lineups?
5 seconds
Someone who can
remaining.
punish him throughout the laning phase, because his lane, he just stands there, right? Like he's this very just immobile hero. Someone who can kill. I want killers in the lane.
So would something like a Razor fit in for what IG want to do?
Love Razor. Look, I've been asking for Razor a lot of times though, and people
No,
prioritizing as
Ursa
much.
gets
Some
sent
teams,
out.
sure. Yep. Especially with the Nyx, because it's very likely going to be that Nyx assassin 5 position.
Yeah, I think you'd have a good lane and 3 melee cores potentially. Easy static links.
Yep.
And they can't run. They can't. Arena's out.
Arena's out. And they're
you
stuck.
know, they're just stuck in with the Razor.
I can see the
so
Razor working really nice.
Razor talking?
Because then it's also I like it.
I mean, they need
Until
something
later
to
on,
stand their ground.
where they've
Sure,
wolf
and then they got these walls.
Not
running
maybe
around.
my
wolves
go-to
running
pick
around
for
you,
that.
so it would put IG on a timing.
OG's
They have
turn
to
to
play
ban.
pretty. And if they ban Lifestealer,
Then
that
they're
means
probably
they're
not
probably
thinking
not
that.
thinking
Yeah,
Razor. So what would they be thinking?
But they are thinking what the Monkey King is going to be support with the Snap and
Yes.
some else heroes still to come.
Look, yeah, which could not be. Could be the case or could not be the case.
Or
Turn
I
to
said,
pick.
No Tail played deep pass as support.
Very flexible. IG's gonna have to reveal their hand first.
Yeah. What are they going to do? What's the plan here for Fly? Ready to have Wall run at them.
Can you just... I was thinking
10
Terrorblade for a
seconds
second,
remaining.
because then you just get the Feral Impulse for yourself every time, but nobody's really been doing the TV
5
versus Lycan,
seconds
and
remaining.
I thought we were gonna see it so much more. Every time Lycan was picked, I thought we were gonna see Terrorblade, because you just reflection him, you get Feral Impulse for yourself, you are hitting like a truck. And also they lack push. That does give them a little bit ways to
I'd
siege.
like to see some sort of big hard carry for Fly.
Yeah, I like
TBs,
Terrorblade.
Deuces. Anything that's sort of going to be able to hold their own whilst
OG's
Mars locks them down with the arena.
It's gonna be Sven, so that's the better lane, I guess, for it. And it's an IO pairing, and it does provide that like big armor for his teammates also versus heavy physical draft that OG have.
Okay.
Safer,
That is a strong boy.
and it's stronger in the lane. TB
10
does make
seconds remaining.
the whole Feral Impulse thing is.
5 seconds remaining.
Response will be
As in, get some
Almost
hero
feel like
or
Death Prophet if you
you're seeing
next.
some
It's really weird.
heroes shown.
I was thinking, should be right. Zero.
Carry still to come.
I think Sven's been doing quite poorly, if I'm not mistaken. Like, bit of a risk for them to go for that one. 33% across it. Stacking is still existing, but it's not as much of the name of the game as it used to be. You're not getting
Willie,
from
do
it
you
before.
do you
And actually
feel
these
like
fans just
putting push to talk on or
They just get
something
smashed in
because
lane
we can
even,
hear
too,
your
a lot of the
fans?
time. So this time probably not because it's a light. We did see from poor Eurus. Literally died like 3
Then-
times in laning.
Luna, you may now select your
Push.
heroes.
So it is going to be that Monkey King mid.
Smailuma.
Snapfire and DK are the supports.
okay.
Oh, you were right.
That's a
No
no
tail.
tail
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah, I said it.
Wait, no tail.
Probably one of the only support players.
It is
there.
a 4
The support
snap.
DK, but,
I am
The
wondering
fuck?
worked in the past.
how's this matchup going to be?
not
Lina
like
versus
it.
Monkey King. Sounds pretty tough for top center.
这个
你这么菜的队友，
Yeah,
你这么菜的队友，
that's
I think
real hard.
the DK was just drafted out of.
But I mean, as we
Yeah.
saw with the bans, it clearly was. It wasn't that much of a problem in their eyes that they wanted to take it out. You know, they rather looked towards heroes like the Gyro rather than having that. You know, they did have that opportunity to ban Lina, and it was something they banned out in game 1. So
And in laning phase, it's a problem, but in game, once you're able to actually get on top of the Lina, things start to change, and they do have a lot of different ways to gap close on the side of OGs. Okay, maybe that's their concept of it, it's just like Thompson's like, whatever, I'm gonna lose the lane.
They
but I'm
want
gonna
to
be able
play for the
come back in
bite.
the mid game, which is a lot of,
It just
I mean, it
doesn't
is a
work
Thompson
against
thing, where, you know, lose lane, win game, stuff like that, where he's just super active and super playmaking, which is exactly what his style is.
and how's Luna doing nowadays? Carry.
I don't think we've gotten a single Luna
No, we've
game,
not.
have we?
We've not cast.
45%. She's at 11 games.
Bad.
Yeah.
Middle.
I think I saw her paired up with some IOs and stuff like that, but definitely makes sense with the lineup that they have. Luna, Lycan, DK. Heavy push going to be coming out, and it is a very group-up-oriented lineup versus the IO. But I think IG stabilized their draft a little bit about not being able to take fights head-on when they Sven in this.
29.
Wait, he's still not level 30 on the monkey.
Well,
thing.
he's what was
I
level
thought he was
29?
30.
I
thought he was the 30 though.
He's close.
，Prepare
He's
for
close. He's nearly there,
battle.
Thompson.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气吧，哥哥？
Very impressive amount of games there, but
Oh, absolutely.
800. Monkey King.
Highest amount of physical
Yeah,
damage
they
your
say
hero
game
will
two.
do
I'm
in
OG
one hit.
versus
There's a Sven in the game.
See if OG can get themselves
Yeah.
a win.
They just immediately tip Emo every time. Emo to Sumail back.
Oh,
IG, you know, I'm gonna be able to
his number.
and get that win and make it so that OG's chances of being in the upper bracket are probably still up in the air. Right, I think that one win is not enough to guarantee. Right, there could still be scenarios where they don't get the upper bracket,
29.
or yeah, because if they so at the moment they are
It'll be
10 to 5,
30
And if
seconds
EG
to
2
battle.
zero,
EG 2 zeros,
it'll be 10.
they'll
So,
be 10
and then
6, and if they 10 0, yeah, they'll be 10 6. So
10 6, 10 6. It could
10-6.
potentially be 10 6. It could be a 10 6 tie.
I think.
Across the board, but yeah, we'll see.
Don't quote us.
Don't
You
quote
can
us, but I'm
check
pretty-
the mainstream. They talk about
They
all that
talk about
stuff.
that
We
smart
don't.
stuff, but I think
We have the
I think if OG wins this one, they're almost secure.
Yeah,
Almost
they
like
do
90,
two wins,
like
and I think
something
yeah,
like that,
OG. I'm pretty pretty
The
sure OG
battle
is.
begins.
Definitely, yeah. If OG win this game, then they're guaranteed up in front.
你这
I'll
么
go
菜，
out
你
and
队友
say
不会生气吧，哥哥？
I might be wrong. I'm wrong on that. Seb denied the bounty rune, so a very nice little bit of micro there.
That is a sad trombone indeed. And let's see how these lanes end up going. Looks like a pretty
Well,
free
actually,
lane.
I say pretty nice. I guess IG still got 2 bounty runes, so IG don't really care too
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Still sad trombone. Nobody likes bounty runes. Nobody likes money being destroyed. As yeah, bottom, Fly should have an absolute free farm on the bottom lane versus this Lycan. Also should be able to clean up some wolves too with the Io, and that is going to be the lane, by the way. It is the Io and the Sven they decided to go for because they just need to help out the Sven a little more. It's a melee hero, so makes sense. And they see the DK support, so they're like, all right, we can put Nyx up top. It's DK support.
See this mid lane.
Let's take a look. That's where we're all looking.
I mean, with the amount of games he's had, he definitely played quite a few against the old Lena. Doesn't make it any easier. Still on a fun matchup.
I'm gonna need some heavy harass there going up for that range creep. I can't believe he stepped up for it. He still has a fairy fire to work with, but
Oh, that dodge! Oh my god!
There does come out in the first duet. 1 CS ahead of Emo.
Living on the
They
edge.
constantly hit again. He
I
does
feel like he does that
Just-
every single
just
time he's
toxic
laning. He
things.
just
Yeah.
takes some hits in the first wave to get like 10 HP and then he fights off there.
I mean, not bad so far.
Not bad.
Pretty even on the CS on these first waves.
But they had to use money immediately for a salve. So the CS is there, but you know he's gonna have to spend a lot more on regen. He has to rush boots so that he can ensure that he survives. Can't go for bottle. So Emo, he's gonna have his bottle coming out any moment now. And yeah, Lena will pull ahead in the gold department pretty quickly. Bottom, can they clean up a wolf? Not quite. Seb with some nice micro. Top Sumail is still able to free. He does have this tanky DK that's just able to be a deterrent from them going aggro. They're even gonna go for Kaka here. Decent damage coming in. Now JT. Damage, it does hurt. Lunar Blessing. Stunned in 2 seconds for No Tail.
Doing quite well here.
It
This
work.
support DK. Just walk up and stun. Tank the passive. You trade pretty effectively here against these twos.
Most of these like strength melee
Yeah.
heroes trade really well
Yeah.
with Nyx is at. Does this lane, you know, the decision to swap up from IG makes it a bit weaker because then Nyx is top, but JT still, no, he's still hanging on. Thompson does dodge the stun. Does mean that he connects with the 4 hits. Glyph comes out late. Actually, I think the glyph right?
They got the glyph off. They got the glyph
Hit
off.
the hero, so he still heals.
Yeah, he just got the hero heal.
你这么菜，你的队友不会生气。你这么
Nice
菜，
timing
你的
there
队友
from
不会生气
IG.
吧，哥哥？
Tops and lows. Those tangos and verifies though.
Will they check the rune? Will they help Thompson check runes? It's eyes on Saksa usually to determine if they're gonna help go for that 4-minute water rune together. Probably will. I want to see somebody check it. I see Kaka's already on the way over to check it for Emo. Emo's gonna be able to get his own bounty rune to fill up his own bottle. Ollie. Oh, he's very lucky that Saksa does not connect with that cookie. He's also lucky that bounty rune.
My god, all the dodges from Thompson.
Well, I'll get the both runes here for Emo if he wants to get his mana all the way up. And so that's your Thompson. It's a bit speedier. We'll force Ollie to take this.
He's gonna come in.
He's coming over.
He's gonna step up and look for Ollie. The stun is out.
He's dying. He's going to be dead.
He's trying to get that Jingu stack up, but he's struggling to do so. It's worn off now, and he's gonna go down. First blood for Emo. It felt strong because Saksa was coming round to help out.
And now Saksa too.
He's looking pretty dead as well. Emo lands the light strike. This is gonna. Oh, let's get the neutral tonight. He can't. Double kill for Emo. Oh, that's a rough one there for OG.
Thompson forced it too. He just kept going in for the kill because he had Saksa connecting, but yeah, gets baited a little bit there. Double kill for Emo and high five. And
One's actually mega low on that for.
Great rotation from the IO.
Absolutely good moves as well. I mean, you can see he's just one hit away from getting the lifesteal up, but couldn't quite grab him.
Flyby, he was alone down bottom, but he was just fine because he's versus the Lycan. He can't really pressure him too much. Now, Saksa returns. Ollie is required. Sep doing some nice micro, they're not losing any. What? Harassment, there's another cookie.
Tomblay, I mean, look at the hotel guy. He's going in and
at him.
Smacking him here.
He's doing God's work for the Luna. Look at JT's last hits. 14. Hotel's bodying him. Yeah. With the Luna aura, it really does make such a big difference. It's a 15 plus 15 damage on the DK, plus 6 armor. Like, pretty ridiculous of a hero to trade verse.
So it's going to be another complete free farm for Smell and stuff.
Yep.
So same we said for Fly, but see some two very fun carries out of the laning stage here.
Noto runs in, steals the rune.
Oh boy.
Starting to get his tower pressure, and Emo does have an illusion rune, so he can keep this catapult alive even longer for the next creep wave to come in. They have to help mid, otherwise they're going to lose this tower. They're rotating both supports now, OG.
Emo's pretty far up. Set up with the boundless strike. Cookies. Oh, nice move from Emo. Turns around. He's got the backup. Laguna comes out there and a blow up Thompson. Very nice play there from IG. As they outplay the attempt of OG, and the tower is going to continue to get beat down upon.
Still alive.
It's still up the catapult.
It will go down now, but more than
OG is getting better farm.
damage onto that tower plus a kill.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, Monkey King is very, very low on farm.
Because of the way the pressure comes, so they double rotate
yeah,
as well.
But like
real heads up stuff.
IG has 3 kills and less than
made around
okay now 1,000 network
Emo,
lead.
and Emo's just he's been able to outplay
Less than
them with the
1,000
backup of
network
his teammates.
I think
Like Sumail is having a good time.
Very good awareness from the side of IG. No he's just striding through, walking through, giving information for his team, blocking up some ancient.
Yeah, Thompson just has a really tough lane. Oh no, oh no. Oh my god.
Found him, not this time. There we go, the kill's a success.
Though, so a bit harder to chew through.
How long have we got left on the God Shrimp?
Still a decent amount of time.
Yeah. And he's got Saksa here as well.
Saksa's in the area.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Hey, you got the Sven courier.
Did get the delivery of his items, and excellent start, as we said, for the Sven. Just a bit ahead of that.
There's a haste Lina now, so.
It's very solid early game. We see IG as well getting into the jungle of OG.
Looking to contest these stacks because Emo has a haste. Sumail dodging both stuns and surviving. Right. Well, still has a haste. Get away from Thompson does get the jump onto him.
Trying to chase.
Dire's top tower is under
Too
attack.
speedy. So, it's coming down on him to try and soak up some XP. Godshrink's down. He's too much threat. These two won't have damage to take him out, even as the support.
Yeah, and it's better for him to get the experience down there, as Seb is just able to jungle, so they're maximizing really nice. However, IG, this time around in the laning phase, 4-0, 1k gold advantage, even though JT did come out behind in the top lane, the rest of the lanes looked really good for the side of IG. No stacks look to be made at all. Blocked, but they haven't even gone to attempt.
Block fly, he's coming in. So Thompson is going to be there to back up Seb, and Ollie, he's going to be in a whole world of pain here. Three of them will easily kill off Ollie. A little ambitious there from IG to step up into the triangle, but to get Fly. He does survive. Kaka, keep an eye on Samael here and trying to take some of these creeps away. We'll actually get a couple of them.
Soaking all that XP too, is nice. No-Tail does hit 6 from being down bottom, starting to just poke the bottom tower. Hits it once, backs away, hits it another time, backs away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Top, Ollie TPs, fills up Emo's bottle to keep his presence on the map, and they're gonna look to take out this top tower. Saksa, how is our support levels? Yeah, he's the one who's the most behind.
Radiant's bottom
and it's going to be a tough game for Snapfire, as we mentioned from the draft. Playing at the Nyx Assassin, it's always going to be a much more challenging time to get Mortimer kisses off.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Trying to hump for him.
He did cut the right one.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Very hard to catch. Moment in time, so they also sort of blink, so ways to close the gap easier.
7 No-Tail will be able to finish off that bottom tower.
Oh, he's coming in
time to reload.
They did find the setup on the Thompson. Having at the ult off, but here comes JT, pulled over by Ollie. Arena down, they get the kill.
That was kisses.
They finish him.
The two of them
can.
Damage to JT. JT's going to go for the TP out. Anything to stop it? There is not.
Yeah, you're right. There's a Sumail.
Target.
Mid tower goes down as well by the looks of it here. They have got the fortification, but it's very shortly falling.
IG's making the more heads-up moves. Will they get the deny though? Nicely timed from Saksa. Wow. Fly is getting quite a bit ahead though. 1400 ahead of the Luna. Mel's gone for the 4 points in the Lunar Blessing that we've seen popularized most times. Now he's going back to max his glaives.
Yeah,
Fly should have a much better opportunity of keeping himself ahead of that Luna for quite some time, even though they're not getting those stacks going.
And you like this room in this game, the mask into the blink. No Echo Saber for this man.
Oh, he went blink.
He did.
Oh, he's looking to play super aggressive then.
It works, bro.
Yeah,
Won
he's
their
already
game,
so far ahead. He doesn't
no
need to go for
for
any more
them.
type of farming. Sure, why not? Always can be a bit of a risk with the Mask of Madness. Just to be a little careful of when and how he pops it. Make sure he gets the war cry off every single time first, of course.
And this man's a professional.
Of course. Still have seen lots of professionals still pop the Mask of Madness pre-war cry.
Hey, come on, you're an ex-professional.
JT.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This'll sap some of their starch.
Dire are scanning.
Get a rune, and IG still on the hunt.
Oh god, Sumail, run.
Run! Oh, Sumail!
Blessings upon a
Shows himself with a blink.
Oh, there's the reveal. They're going to have the damage really with the Scotch strength. Sumail's trying to run. He actually's got backup coming in. Nice stun for Kaka.
Oh, nice!
Sumail will still manage to get away in time. OG.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Trying to run down Ollie. The stun onto Flyfire. Ollie's just going to take him out. Going to come out with a relocate, take them away for this all. Heroes come in now and they're just up to the high ground. Yeah, repositions, they could come back in hard and run back down the hill. Seb's trying to run, but with the blink, flies in, puts him out.
That was really cute there by Ollie. It looked like kind of this like pointless reload, but just slight repositioning maybe made OG think that they completely ditched out of the area. That was actually pretty heads up. And the blink dagger immediately pays off. Sure,
oh yeah, it does.
They don't get the kill onto Sumail, but you can see the aggression that he wants to go for, and he's able to take an ancient staff. They did have at the ready for already seen why he did go for that. Yeah, I'm sure they're feeling like we're quite ahead after this laning. Every single lane went Okay, 2 of the lanes went very advantageous for us. Top lane was kind of like whatever for the Mars. So just keep the ball rolling. Don't play a passive style. Look to keep pressuring this greedy OG draft, because that is what it is.
It is.
It's a DK5. We have a Lycan and we have a Luna on the team. It's mostly physical damage. They actually have like no magical. It's really just going to be coming from Snapfire in the early game, since of course the Lunas, they don't even get Eclipse until way later on. They don't even get.
They try and make a move top. They just show some mail up here, and now you have the smoke up from Thompson and No Tail.
Here, the dust instantly popped.
They get that Jingu built up as well, but the rest of IG out of this area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stun on Seb, Mask of Madness on Samael. The farm will continue for him. Yeah, still got a bit of catching up to do here. Fly. Very fast here on this opening. Having a much better game than he did last time on his Slark at the beginning.
Absolutely. And he's going to be going back for Echo anyway, because it's just such a valuable item on the Sven.
You said, you know, with being able to do what he did with the blink in those fights, get the positioning for the kills, he's ended up getting those 2 items the quickest by getting them in this order this game.
And it makes sense when JT went for Armlet, right? Like, they needed some type of initiation tool to be able to make aggressive plays, because
really nice.
Their offlaner went for such a greedy play. But that does mean that JT's going to be able to farm really strong. Ooh!
A surprise! A dragon jumps out from the tree. No Tail's in on top of Emo. Emo's able to
Oh, come on.
And Emo's able to
Oh my god.
Thompson will fall. No Tail.
It was a surprise dragon, but...
Yeah, he was quick to tumble. And now
they were ready for that.
Crumble. 2 heroes dead off the back of that. And yeah, they were prepared for that one. Not much of a surprise at all.
And the Dominator creep just gets annihilated there from Fly, as well as the Wolves. Continues to get that growth going, and these constant plays from IG continue to happen. And I cannot believe that Emo lives. But he's so speedy.
He really is.
Windlace plus the Warcry. As soon as the Sven arrives, he was a 550 movement speed moving out of there. Again, instant smoke.
They're just going.
They're just looking for more.
They know that someone's going to be farming here, and they found him.
Oh no.
Getting jumped by Fly. Cuckers in with a follow-up. Seb cannot run for this. No Tail's heading over. See if can they actually fight into this? Mail's moving in as well. Thompson closing the gap here across the trees, but IG speedy.
Maybe.
I thought he was going to tumbler and perhaps get a stun onto one of them. Like? Thought maybe he had range to get the Sven, but I don't think that's the target that he wanted. He wanted to get the IO. Ollie already has mech finished up too on this IO. Nice and early on for the team. So we're already seeing pretty massive damage lacking on the side of OG. Now with a mech, they're really going to be taking out too many of these heroes on the side of IG. And JT, even though he went for that greedy armlet build to catch himself back up after a tough laning phase, he's got Blink Dagger already on Mars too. So 2 different forms of initiation. They almost have BKB on the Lina. Things are looking really good for IG this game.
Oh, they have a solid lead right now, 5k up. I mean, the items just flying out. BKB, yeah, when that's there, they can't kill the Sven through the BKB. I mean, you said already, just damage struggles are real for OG at this stage of the game with the fights that IG's bringing.
It feels like things that they are missing at this point, because the big team fight that's going to be coming out from them is the Snapfire, who's going to get cancelled most of the time from the Nyx. And Thompson's just not taking up the stand in this Wukong. He'll just get killed right through it.
They found a snap.
Soxa just gets quickly eviscerated, and the relook top immediately.
They get on top of Samael.
This is getting pretty out of hand right now.
Really is. OG falling apart right now. Emo, they're trying to kill him, but the backup's in. They can't. Emo's going to be healed back up. No Tail's in with the Dragon Tail stun. He's got to run. Jump forward from JT there, getting the angle for the spear back. 3 more for IG, as they're styling over OG right now. OG struggling to find their footing here against the speed that IG's playing.
And I'm not sure when they do find their footing. I'm really trying to think of it, because without the initiation, it feels like probably when they have, I mean, Blink on DK as the 5 position, but that's going to come in at such a long time.
Jump on him.
He's found.
Well,
he's still going to die.
It might not matter. All part of the plan there for JT is like, look, I'm going to miss the spear, so he wastes his ultimate, and then we'll kill him. Big brain stuff from JT.
Yeah.
Yeah, their team fight.
This time OG isn't like super farming while they're making this space, but at least they're forcing them across the map all the time. The problem is the IO is just
ahead in these next few moments. BKB done on Emo with a DD in the bottle, and his team is look at this. instantly swinging over to make more plays. There's no downtime from IG.
Here.
They know how ahead they are. And I think they know how greedy and how weak the OG draft is feeling this early. Maybe also for us. Oh my goodness. 5-5.
18 minutes. That's all it's taken him to get this big.
Disassembled, but he already has the Echo Saber finished up again. 1 or 2 more hits. Will will never be able to stand toe-to-toe with the Sven now. Get on top of him super easy. You can run him down. He's got BKB to survive versus all the burst. Even a blink now on the Nyx. Kaka also has one, so...
Oh, JT! Sumail! He's caught him! Straight in on Sumail, that was at the front of it all. Sumail gets burst. The BKB, they turn over an O-tail. The Dragon Tech gets taken out. Thompson also caught by the stunner. Kaka, 3 down.
This one is getting over, Owen.
I don't think they can do very, very rough. This one.
Got OG out, but it's
I don't see. They absolutely are. There's just been no issues at all for IG this game. It's been completely smooth sailing.
Into Roche as well.
There's
looking
no
easy.
Sven. I mean,
yeah, not seeing a point of recovery at all for the side of OG. Just everyone's just getting destroyed.
Sumail just on the front of it all, and JT takes complete advantage of that. In he goes, instantly taking out the carry, and then things just continue to fall apart once again in the team fight for OG. Nothing more to offer there.
They're always looking for the +1. Kaka just in for the next kill. And now look at Kaka. He's already prepping for the end of the game, placing some base wards perhaps, or just looking for maybe not end the game, but big catches that can get into the base. They do see OG showing. That was also the Helm of the Overlord reveal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
More time needed for Sumail to BKB, but they're not giving it.
Look at him go. Under the tier 2, setting things up. They're in. Sumail, they'll pop the ult. But IG, they'll pop him.
Here it comes. Really does feel it. Split push time. They're hunting Thompson.
Oh, in they go. Thompson, he'll try. Fight back with the ult. Maybe see if he can get the Jingu built up. He does.
Can he get Ollie?
Maybe he can get Ollie. No, Ollie's out. He's away.
Armor.
Out of the Wukong Savan. Thompson dead again. Fly now. God, like they're trying to make a bit of a move onto JT. It's not working out at all.
Oh, okay.
But the kisses.
But the
kisses are gone, but they still get the kill.
Get JT.
Oh, and Kaka.
They got 2 kills.
Coming over, but Kaka will fall. OG actually able to find a couple of kills down here.
They kill tier 2
tower as well.
Yep. Sven canceled the TP2. Relocate down for 30 seconds, so tower will drop. OG finally, I think for the first time in this game, are able to make their own.
They find something. Yeah.
Does cost them quite a bit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Sumail is still struggling. He's still just like, I don't really know where to go, guys. Can't really get much space on the map. I don't even have my BKB done yet. And BKB, sure, he'll be a bit more survivable versus the magical burst damage, but as we've seen so far from IG,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
him. But at least he won't get like stunned or pinned. More protected. How's our experience also? That's the thing too, is this massive experience lead on top of the gold lead for IG. We're to level 18 Sven already. This is only level 14. Spread that we've got going on right now from
level 18 Sven.
Radiant are scanning.
And again, like we said, no hesitation. Up.
Forceps.
Oh, changed something dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid-2 Evo still in the area, perhaps looking for something. No tail.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Blow him.
But he used his BKB.
Full Shadow Blade on the way up.
And that's the base.
And the
base
Kaka's
ward.
in!
The Kaka base
Oh,
ward.
it's beautiful stun there onto the 2 and
Oh
jump straight
my
over the
God.
high ground. So is Daxa.
You know what? Maybe those base wards the Kaka placed were those game-ending wards. Sees 3 kills, sets him up perfectly for his team. Still gonna stick in it.
Radiant's top tower
They're
is
looking
under
for reload.
Thompson top. He's already
Bomb
set
on
up. Thompson. To know this though.
What's the plan for OG? As you say, they're holding on, they're staying in, but barely.
I think the plan
is to stick down 10k.
The plan was devastated. It was changed completely because IG just crippled them so much throughout all these lanes. Because they ideally wanted to go for this Aghanim's Bite, everything on Seb to be able to buff up their Monkey King as well as their Luna, but it doesn't feel like they're gonna get to that point, so they have to just now ad-lib. Full Silver Edge for the Sven. New item every minute or so. 10-0-8 on Fly. Nice and cheap.
Well, they're going to the jump. No, Dale.
Let's see.
Start things off with Stun. Profit flies another one. Seb, Emo getting low.
Very full kisses then.
Emo still goes down the wall. That's the Aegis gone. Look over towards
Nice.
Aegis
Oh god. Oh god. That was Sumail.
To the back line. Sumail. Fluffly's going to be looking for more in a second. Here's the blink available. Up to the high ground he goes. Close the gap onto Saxa. No escape for him. They may have got JT, but it's again just a painful trade for OG. Losing 3.
Everybody stops him.
Sumail just continuously gets no space, and he usually attempting to survive and just dies anyway during it. So continues to be IG show.
Thompson. He's also been found here. I mean, Thompson, he's dead.
Okay.
And Seb,
he'll be okay.
Got to be careful of potential.
Bringing the team like far away from the base.
Fly had more mana. He would have been able to kill Seb, but did run out.
Space created.
Yeah. They also like separate the Sven totally. Like Sven was totally all alone here at the tier 2.
He could potentially just get two-shotted if he doesn't
they
get
just
hit
had
by
nobody
the
to kill him.
He's almost doubled by the Sven.
Oh my goodness.
No space for him to farm anywhere. Ollie really has been masterclassing it on the IO this game. Getting the Sven right on top of this. 1, 2, and 24. He's about 25 and 27 kills on the IO. That is pretty remarkable.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Just no chance of holding these towers. OG trying to push on with the walls. They have that extra sort of momentum to push back against IG's creeps, but it's IG that's outside of the base of OG here. They're outside at the top.
Dire's top tower.
OG, what do they got? What can they do to stop this?
Kako's already hunting too. He's on top of Sumail in the bottom lane.
Oh, Sumail.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a BKB.
Okay, yes, Sumail is BKB. That's
good.
Maybe caught Kako early when he was sweeping around,
yeah. He was dead otherwise. He could have used the Carapace off the glaive into a stun, and that would have been a full relocate setup. Ollie?
I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah, they left him.
Rest of them bailing on Ollie. Poor old Iron.
这么菜的队友不会生气吧，哥哥
Totally given up on Thompson, I guess. Not even going for axe. Like,
poor Sumail.
Thompson is
Having to use
basically
the BKB again, fully defensively. Down to 7 seconds.
Oh, Roshan is up soon again.
Together, BKB on the Mars is done too.
Radiant's
Very
top tower
survivable.
has fallen.
Emo with his Silver Edge. Bought a recipe again, he got a recipe. And now we have Thompson with an item. Finally has time to protect himself.
Knocked out.
Yes.
He just jumps in for a bit of a poke onto Fly. Trying to get some attention from IG down to that top lane.
IG is going to swing over for a flight because Fly, as we said, a new item every minute, has a Satanic now. This Sven is...
Seb's got to be careful showing himself here. Stay hidden in the trees.
And even his helm, it's worth just as much as his life. Plus 250, Fly.
great items as well here. Paladins. That's the Eye or the Sven. Healing. Top. I mean, OG, they still hanging around.
They have to be careful hanging around too. Ollie, the spirits. Nope, he's got the talented 15 also too, so that max range definitely does provide a bit more. Wolves down bottom. I'm gonna get the push going. I believe that's the shard.
Yeah, he's had it for a while now, just sort of pushing the waves out. That's a lot of damage.
It definitely is.
And those wolves cripple the towers, so it's like...
Look at it. Tower attack's extremely slow.
Haste!
Push up as well, of course, if IG want to try and take that.
Oh, they actually give the Paladin sword to Emo.
One more lucky wolf on bottom lane.
Okay. Hey, fly fight, the Quicksilver is still very useful. The movement speed that you get when you pop. Zooming.
Oh boy.
I don't think they ever win that fight.
Will be easy Roche here for IG.
Wants the shard. JT's gonna take it. Fly fly's like, nah.
I think the rocks. Oh no, they're not back.
Game going, OG.
Radiant's bottom tower
this
is
pushing
under
the walls. A few more of those and this tower will die.
It's adding up.
Lina is just staying in base.
The cripple really does make a big
killing wolves.
Just going.
Yeah.
Fly. Oh, he wants
It's one of
to go
those
for this.
games where it does have trouble.
Spider legs. Spider dragon.
The thing is, if they force the fights on like really far on OG's side and there's no waves to
Talks even trying to do split push as best as possible in the top lane to say no.
Yeah.
IG's definitely looking for a battle. Any type of fight.
You just don't want to fight there. If they win the fight, they can get the objectives so fast.
Thinking about perhaps still with an Aegis.
Two of them, it's still not enough really.
Ooh, now they get the two. There we go. Titan Sliver's picked up. Now they can give that one to the Sven.
Wolf and a catapult player on top lane.
Carry that. Fine. 50 for them.
It's a lot of gold for these 8.
Yeah, it is. I think that's like
quite a lot he's got.
5 of them maybe. He's killed more. I'm not sure because they also killed some Dominators before that. Absolutely add up.
It's gonna be like 10 minutes and Sven is gonna be buying like moon shards for people.
He has not doubled anymore.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under
He has
attack.
farmed about 4,000 gold in the same time that the Sven farmed about 5,000. So I'd say that's pretty good for the position. Still with IG still with complete control of this game though. AC
like how safe is the
for our Lincoln Seb. And we have a Lincoln's for our Lina.
Radiant's top
The
tower
DK
is
stun.
under attack.
Initial go onto the Emo is going to be a lot more difficult in mid.
Like the start on the Sven. See, he's already under Samael. Samael.
Oh my god.
He's going to be able to get out of this. He's trying to run, but the damage is done.
They're all dying. No.
To take out Samael. He's out for a minute. Thompson trying
They killed someone with the Aegis.
Just full HP. Pops the BKB in the god strip. They get the spear connection on the Seb. 4 dead. No buyback on 2 of them either. They're up to the high ground. They're ready to take the mid set.
It did feel like it had been over for quite some time. They're still going to hang on with the cliff, but there's just nothing they can do. Sumail has no game. He literally just dies every single team fight anytime he shows his face as onto tier 4s. Soxa will kill the creep wave in an attempt to get the back door kicking back in.
They've got a buyback on Thompson as well, but his push is coming in pretty hard. We'll get sidetracked here for a kill as they look to no-tail, and it will be an easy one. Jump into the spear back, the Ancient is exposed.
Let's get up though, look at Soxa.
Even Thompson has a buy.
Doing his best here, Saxa, to keep the game going.
Killed DD as well.
Keep the game alive here.
Oh yeah. Take up the bait.
Trying his damnedest.
Yeah.
They do get him. Now.
He has buyback.
He gets toward his team.
Saxa can buy back.
He does, but his team can't defend. His team can't fight, ever, versus IG.
I haven't seen a single Luna
up to double the
ultimate.
net worth of the Luna, as we said.
Oh, in they go. Samael, here's the buyback, trying to cookie Samael instead. In fact, they get the cookie connection onto JT. Samael, down with the BKB to the side. Thompson has been caught out by the stun. Samael trying to stand it up and again. Emo's just hitting too hard. Samael's going to run back to the fountain. Samael will live. Thompson looking to get on top of Firefly and JT. Saxa set to the side. Firefly getting low. Firefly's able to turn. The Wukon's command is out, but Firefly got the
Oh my god,
The stun
yeah.
catches them all pretty much. Only Thompson left alive. GG, it's called. 38-9. IG completely stomping OG.
I noticed it was Seb doing being the captain.
Have a chance here, OG. I think we're barely a few minutes in.
They probably have like 4 people that are
Safe or not?
coaches and drafters in the same room.
Virtus Pro win 2 game.